Alright, as you see, I've got a 50-pound bag of hydrated lime. The tools that we're going to use to make this lime mortar are my big DeWalt triple gear reduction drill and a paddle mixer. I've got a brand new clean bucket with a lid, then safety glasses and some rubber gloves. Lime absorbs water very rapidly, so it's quite dangerous. If you get it in your eyes, it can suck all the moisture out of your eyeball, which is not probably a pleasant experience. I would rather not find out, so we're not going to do that today. And then it also just absorbs a lot of moisture out of your skin and can even cause burns due to its caustic nature. So that's what the gloves are for. So let's get the water hose over here and we'll see if we can mix up some lime putty. Alright, got our mixing station set up. We've got a bucket of clean water here. I'm going to put some water down in this bucket we're going to mix into. Got a little aluminum scoop here. We're going to scoop lime. You do want to put the lime into the water. If you try and pour it the other way, it may make a splashing mess. You can see we're just adding a little bit at a time. We don't want to dump the whole bag in, so I don't know exactly how much water or lime it's going to take to make the mixture just the right putty consistency. Because this is hydrated lime, you don't get the violent chemical reaction that you would if you were mixing this with quick lime, because this has already been partially catalyzed. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera so you guys can see what it looks like down in the bucket here. As you can see, it's thickening up quite nicely. I'm going to go ahead and add a scoop or two more of lime. So it looks a little thin from where I think we're shooting for something about the consistency of cream cheese. If you notice, this particular paddle that I've got has vertical sides. I like these a lot better than the spiral paint mixing paddles that you can get. This one came from Home Depot, I believe, Usually you can find these in the tile section, but what it does is it lets me actually scrape the sides of the bucket with the paddle mixer. My experience with the spiral ones is they'll actually tear apart the bucket a little bit, and you'll get flakes of plastic in whatever it is you're trying to mix. Alright, as you can see, I mixed up a second bucket of mud. I've got this is actually a bucket trowel for drywalling. I'm going to scrape the sides of my bucket down here so I can get a decent flat surface. Then we're going to just put some water on top. What we're trying to do here is get this lime completely wetted. And the water on the top not only keeps it from drying out, because the reason this lime mortar sets up is it calcifies through carbon dioxide in the air, causes it to turn almost back into limestone. So we don't want that to happen until it's actually mortar. So we're going to put some water on top of it. But what it also does is, because it's soaked in that water, it makes sure that this lime is holding the maximum amount of water that it can. So I've got the garden hose here. We're just going to put a little water over top of this. This lime putty can be used for all sorts of things. It can be mortar, like what I'm going to use it for. It can be plaster in the house. Lots of different building uses for it. Piece of grass in there. I used a 50-pound bag of hydrated lime, type S hydrated lime, and ended up with about probably 8 gallons of lime putty. So that's all there is to it. Just got to clean up the mess now and hose down this sidewalk where I got some lime on it. We'll be ready to put this stuff away and let it sit for a few days. Hey guys, we're down here in the basement. As you can see, I've got my 2 buckets of lime putty. There's putty, and then there's a layer of water over the putty to keep it well moistened. Then I put a lid on top just to keep it from making a mess in here. Definitely don't want this to freeze, so since we have a couple of nights here next week that look like they might get below freezing, I brought them down here in the basement. Well, that wraps up this project. As you saw, that lime putty really wasn't all that difficult to make. Just a little bit of knowledge and the right tools, and you can build about anything. I did want to cover one thing I forgot to mention. You should probably wear a dust mask when dealing with that powdered lime, as you don't want to get it in your lungs. We talked about how it absorbs moisture very easily, and obviously there's a lot of moisture in your body, so dust masks definitely a requirement, so don't want to forget that. We talked about having the right tools for the right job. That triple gear reduction drill that I've got definitely makes the job easier. You probably wouldn't want to mix that using a battery operated drill or even a cheap plug-in drill. Probably wouldn't be good on the drill and wouldn't last very long. I definitely recommend those triple gear reduction drills if you're mixing anything on a regular basis. I've mixed a lot of tile, grout, and mortar both. Drywall mud, it's excellent for that. What else? I think I've even mixed concrete with that for a little patchwork job. So definitely consider one of those if you're looking to add to your tool collection. That's all I have for you today. I am the groundskeeper, and I'll see you next time.